Once upon a time, in a bustling city, there was a young mouse named Molly. Molly was always on the lookout for delicious treats, and she spent her days scurrying through the streets, searching for scraps of cheese and bits of bread. One day, while wandering through the city, Molly came across a group of rats. The rats were much bigger than Molly, and they were known for their sharp teeth and their fierce tempers. Molly knew that the rats were dangerous, but she couldn't resist the smell of the delicious cheese they were munching on. So she approached them cautiously. "Excuse me, my dear rats," said Molly. "I couldn't help but notice that you have a delicious-looking piece of cheese there. Might I have a taste?" The rats looked at Molly with disdain. "You're much too small to handle cheese like this," they sneered. "Why don't you run along and find something more suited to your size?" But Molly was determined. She knew that if she could just win over the rats, they might be willing to share their cheese with her. So she put on her best smile and said, "I may be small, but I'm also quick and nimble. I bet I could help you get even more cheese if you'll let me." The rats scoffed. "And how exactly do you propose to do that, little mouse?" Molly thought for a moment. "Well," she said, "I happen to know of a secret cheese shop that sells the most delicious cheese in the city. If we work together, we could steal all of the cheese we could ever want." The rats were intrigued. "A secret cheese shop, you say? How do we know you're telling the truth?" Molly smiled. "Follow me," she said. And so Molly led the rats on a wild adventure through the city, darting in and out of alleyways and dodging cats and dogs along the way. Finally, they arrived at the secret cheese shop, and Molly was able to convince the owner to give them a large wedge of the finest cheese. The rats were overjoyed with their bounty, and they thanked Molly for her help. "You're not so bad for a little mouse," they said. "We might even let you share our cheese with us from time to time." And so, Molly had successfully aroused an eager want in the rats, and she was able to enjoy delicious cheese with her new friends for many years to come. The moral of the story is that by understanding and fulfilling the wants and needs of others, we can build strong and meaningful relationships with them.